There are a few questions that come to mind when we want to update the username and password Mevo uses to SSH to our existing DMVPN spokes. First, how does Mevo know the current day username and password? The answer is this. When a provisioning request is submitted for a device, Mevo tells itself, aka writes to its database, to use the username and password listed under the configuration, remote end page whenever it attempts an SSH session. If the username and password to log into the spoke router has changed since it was originally provisioned and we want to update Mevo so that it can continue performing day 2 operations for us, we need to go to the Devices page, select our devices, and run the set password operation. On its own, this operation has no effect on our existing Mevo spokes. It will not make any configuration changes to your router. Second, what would happen if we were to change the username and password on the remote end page? For most environments, the username and password listed here is referenced in the base template and is used to configure a local username and password account. This would mean that if we change the values on the remote end page, any new provisioning request we submit would now be using that new username and password. Changing these values would have no effect on our existing Mevo spokes. Third, how can we use Mevo to change the actual password on our spoke router? Because updating the password requires a configuration change, to update the password on our spoke routers, we would need to create a template and apply that template to our desired spokes. In newer versions of Mevo, we can actually skip this step entirely. When we go to run the set password operation from the Devices page, we will be asked if we want to have Mevo configure our spoke routers as well. This feature is available in Mevo version 7.1.0.13 and later.